Work. What we have here is a spinning magnet. This is just 3 neodymium magnets, basically gaffer taped to a motor. And I've got 2 coils. They've got cores in them, and we're going to see what trace we get out on the oscilloscope from each of the coils. And also I've got a voltmeter which will give us a reading for the EMF being produced by this coil, coil A. So let's get it going. So the oscilloscope is currently reading coil A. If I slow this down, you can see we get a much smaller amplitude on the reading and a smaller voltage here. If I speed it up, as you can see, the voltage is going up. That's exactly what we expect. We've got a higher rate of change of flux. See the amplitude increasing here. And you can also see that the period of the alternating EMF is decreasing. Completely expect that. We've got a higher frequency here, so we're expecting a higher frequency alternating EMF to be produced. And if I'm going to split it a little bit so we get a bit of resonance. Anyway, you saw what happened there. I've got 2 coils. The idea is that we can sort of start to get a handle about what we would expect to happen for a 3-phase system. But what we're going to do is just look at 2 different phases. And at the moment, these are, as you'd expect, to be 180 degrees apart. Now, if I just flick between one channel and another, partly because of the triggering of the oscilloscope, we can't really tell. But if I flick between the 2 of them, and it's a little bit hard to see like this, but you certainly see that they are out of phase. I'm hoping the flickering on the video will show this. However, if I show one versus the other on the XY, it's not a perfect line, but you can definitely see that we're getting a line like that, which would indicate that we are 180 degrees out of phase. If it was if it was like that, we would expect it to be in phase, and if it's the other way, it's out of phase. If I move this round, we should see the phase change from being 180 degrees to 90, and 90 should form a circle. So if I bring, so you can see with the 2 coils out of phase, we've got 2 EMFs being produced. They're now 90 degrees out of phase, which is roughly, very roughly a circle on the oscilloscope. Bring it back, and we've got a line that weren't being flipped in the camera, would be out of phase. Slow that back down again.